Hi guys, welcome to Ancestor Says. I know it's been a minute, but I've been having to take time to kind of isolate, cleanse, reflect, and make sure that I am also doing my due diligence in healing and being able to be all the way clear when it comes to seeing things from every side of the fence. We all know in the process of healing, like, it comes in different stages, like grieving, anger, sad, all that stuff. And I'm feeling like, the hardest thing to do for us, even after you let go and get away from a situation, is holding hold resilience. Somebody is needing to be resilient, and somebody has been being resilient, and your ancestors want you to know that they are very proud of you. Let me say my introduction before I get into it. I've been getting so many downloads. Hi guys, welcome to Ari's Ancestor Says. If you are new to my channel, what's up? Make sure to hit that like and hit that follow button and become a part of GD Soul Tribe. And if you're somebody that's been rocking with me since day one, welcome back. Hey guys. So you will know that I am a dark and light empathic reader. Okay, and all my energy pools are timeless, so take what resonates to you. Okay, something was being twisted, something was being misconstrued, that is getting untwisted. Okay, so this is a collective energy pool, so take what resonates to you and leave the rest behind. My energy pools are timeless, so whenever it comes across you, yes, it is for you. This could be about anybody in your energy. You, your ex, your mama, daddy, cousin, sister, brother, co-worker, first love from high school, anybody, somebody that just can't stand you guts, anybody. You might not even know some of the people that's in your energy, and they might be in your energy due to other people and rumors and stuff, and they just join the bandwagon type of thing. But understand, you will hear me say certain things that will give you confirmation, and it could be something about you. Like, I got somebody drive a blue car, somebody drives a black car, a red car, somebody drives a Audi, somebody drives rental cars, they switch them out often, somebody drives a Denali. I'm also getting that somebody drives a, what is that car, somebody's ancestor had a Pontiac when growing up. That's confirm something for somebody. Also that somebody got a I keep hearing Audi, but that wasn't the car that I had thought at first. I just forgot the name of the car that I was seeing in my mind's eye, and if it's relevant, it's going to come back to you. Spirit guides my messages, guys, so I don't choose what I'm going to talk about, because I see some people like to do this thing where they try to be like, oh, I wish they stop talking about that already. They try. Somebody's been being shamed for having emotions. Oh yeah, if you want to donate to my channel, you can donate to using my Cash App or PayPal, which is GEEDESEER 1010. And that's PayPal and Cash App. Y'all might be seeing angel numbers 111-222, 1122, 1221. Y'all might be seeing 211, 1515, 1919 as well. It's a lot. 441 or 144, 6699. All three sixes too. All three nines as well. I'm also being led to explain to you what a timeline is. So when you hear other readers saying like everybody's on a different timeline, what we're saying is everybody is in a different spot in terms of their awakening. Some people have went through like their dark night of the soul. Some people went through paying their karmic debt. Some people are just starting to go through their awakening. They're just starting to like search for self. Like, is this real? Is this fake? Like figuring out what is what to believe. Just know that everybody's journey really is a self thing, and be careful who you allow lead you on your journey, because some people just understand that there are people that are gifted and decide to use their gifts in malicious ways. Somebody is really family is really into baneful magic. Also, it's mainly a group of females. I'm not saying there's no males at all, but somebody's ex is tied to a female that used baneful magic. I got lawyer, judge, and police and photo proof. So there's somebody is photo proof. Somebody records these ceremonies that they do with other people as well. It's weird, but somebody's been having back problems, or somebody's been sending magic to you to affect your health. You are protected though, and just know that anything these people send your way is automatically going back to them. I'm going to start pulling from the oracle deck first, and then we're going to keep it moving from there. Also, remember, if I channel any names at any time and you know that you have nothing to do with this situation, then it's not you. If you get offended, because I see that there's some people trying to like, oh, I'm gonna wait till she say XYZ, and then they're going to want to come for you and say that you are like what is it called, like doing something to that character. But at the end of the day, let's break it down to you like this. If you have nothing to do with what somebody is saying, any of us readers are saying, how is somebody tarnishing your character? You doing that is just you admitting to the fact that you are guilty. Can't nobody, if you know you have not done anything, and say I say the name Ashley, and you have nothing to do with baneful magic, you have nothing to do with playing against spell work and all that other stuff, then how is somebody tarnishing your character? That just screams guilty. Point blank, period. Somebody's ancestor says to miss them with the bullshit. There's ancestors that's really pissed off. And the thing is, these ancestors are from multiple different bloodlines and lineages where their chosen seeds have been being spiritually attacked by the same little coven or group. And somebody's been doing this over over a period of time, and they felt like they was getting away with it for a while. But whoever you are getting every piece of that back from every side of the world, and every corner and crevice that you would have been through and been in to cause people issues from their 7-Eleven. Y'all might be seeing 7-Eleven, something significant about 7-Eleven. Somebody might have just met somebody at 7-Eleven. Somebody might have met this dark witch that they are binded and tied to a 7-Eleven. Somebody's ancestors is pissed off because this person there's no free will without free will, but this person was of a royal lineage, and they got led into the dark, being manipulated by spell work. But at the end of the day, they allowed themselves to be vulnerable to it. And now their whole bloodline is cursed. And this bloodline that's cursed, they're pissed off at this, what they call this witch and her mom, aunt, whatever, this person, this person does not practice it in the open. Like, this is somebody that walks around like they're so innocent, but they are very diabolical and evil. Somebody then got into the unit. I've been getting so much that I need to slow down. These ancestors are very pissed off. Time is officially up. When I say we've been hearing that for a while, the time is up. So all this last, I'm getting 2 years, year and a half, 3 years, 10 years, that these people have been having access and being able to do stuff to people that's been going through their spiritual awakenings. They can't do it anymore. Now it's time of healing. It's time of reflection. It's time of cutting cords. It's time of making choices to take leap of faith to cutting people off that no longer serve you. I'm getting the chills, and I always get the chills, to be honest, when I'm channeling. When always. We're all the way in this energy. Somebody's area code is 808. I don't even know what it is. I was going to look it up, but I'd rather not. There's an aunt, an uncle, and their daughter, which would be your cousin collective. And then there's a mother, a daddy, a stepmama, and their child, which is your half sister, because y'all have the same daddy, different moms. One of these situations, somebody don't know who their father is. Somebody was kind of sent away when they were young. These people did not want you to know that you had any ties to them, because they have been spiritually attacking you and sacrificed you as a child. Something's being investigated. These people are going down. These people don't want you to speak. Somebody's been doing magic on you. You've been led to go in solitude and to reflect. So these people were thinking that their magic was working, like shut up spells, chaos magic. This is the same person that sent that breakup. Can't make it up on the bottom. Breakup spells to you and your partner, that led this divine partner into he's a fallen angel now, that led this person into their demise. This woman wanted this man to be addicted to her, and they were sending they were doing breakup spells to you. This is also that cousin, or that estranged cousin or half sister. Somebody's situation, like your aunt or your uncle wanted their child to have your destiny. In another situation, it's a half sister. And there is also another situation, because there's more than one. I can feel more than one person's energy here. Like, y'all know this is collective. So some parts will be for you, some parts will be for that person, some parts will be for that person. These are for spiritually inclined people. And if you don't catch the drift of everything I'm saying, it's not for you. The people that some of the stuff I say that will be going into more depth when it comes to spirituality and some things that happen that might sound foreign or crazy to other people, these people have heard this before. They had confirmation of this before, so you kind of are aware, but you're on the fence of, is that really weird? Somebody real, somebody saying weird, somebody wants you to look like you're weird, but these same people practices the same thing that you practice out loud in secret. And that's another thing. Somebody let somebody lead them to it's a whole group of people for real that let somebody lead them into a trap. Like, this person act like they didn't know anything about spirituality, anything about this or that, but they are the same people that ran to people saying you were spiritually attacking this man or her. This woman had put roots on this man. It's also a female that you don't even know in the background attacking you, because there's a male. I don't know if you met him already. I don't know if he just see you online, or this is a friend that you never crossed that line with that's admiring you. And this woman has been spiritually spying on this man and been doing work on him to keep him binded to her. But she sees that he's breaking out this bind, so she's been spiritually attacking you, trying to make you unattractive, trying to make you gain weight, trying to make you like dusty. They've been doing poverty spells on you, chaos, all types of stuff to get you to slow down. I want you to know that your ancestors got spirit team, because somebody got the whole heaven on their side, because you're pure-hearted. That don't mean you're perfect. Like, you done made your choices, you done did what you did, but you always was somebody that stood up and took accountability for the things that you have done on or indulged in. You took accountability. You always been honest and truthful with yourself and other people. That's what make you pure, not being perfect. And the things that you need to work on, acknowledge, you didn't mind. Somebody's struggling with addictions. They're trying to drown themselves within addictions, about the breakup, about walking away from you. You know, somebody tried to act like they wasn't like affected or mad or sad, but they really were. Okay, can we get something on this addiction spirit? Ooh, I told y'all spirit is mad. It got encounter and torment. Somebody was addicted to tormenting you. This could be somebody that you were in a connection with. And I'm also getting there's a couple that is addicted to tormenting you. That's somebody that you walked away from. They wanted you to have anxiety, to be in bondage, depressed, and troubled. Most by chance, love at first sight crush. This is somebody that literally has a crush on you. Somebody's person wanted to torment you, and they were addicted to tormenting you because they know their person has a crush on you. Somebody thinks that you're still messing around with your ex, which I hear their person, but obviously that's their person. Somebody did stuff to bind this man to them and walk this man down this dark path, and it worked. You know, she got the man, but she's still wanting to torment you. They thought that you were addicted to this man. They thought that you were going to be depressed because he left you, he broke up with you, but you are not. That's somebody else. That's for somebody specific. Okay. Now this person is shattered and hurt. Somebody recently broke somebody's glass. Somebody sees somebody's being tormented about y'all breakup and what they did to you. Can we get something on this breakup spirit? I started with the oracle cards today, y'all, and I'm gonna move into tarot. Oh, y'all, and I got a bunch of new decks. I told y'all somebody wanted to silence you about what really happened about this breakup. Somebody, you see silence and single. So whoever you are, divine collective, you are the single one that this person broke up with. Somebody tried to silence you about what really happened. Somebody wanted to silence you about what was done to you. Don't let them silence you. Somebody is going through awakening. They're still trying to get comfortable with their gifts. And let me say this, in my opinion, everybody's not gifted. Everybody has a talent. Everybody has a purpose. But I feel like that this goes, people will say this so much. They like to say that everybody has gifts. And then they, on the other sense, they say that it's not real. You got to pick a struggle. Either everybody's gifted, like y'all say, some people say, or it's no such thing. They also like to make you feel like you're weird or you're the oddball out because you are open and honest about your beliefs and what you believe in. They don't want to discourage people to listen, follow, resonate, or answer their calling. And a lot of times it's people in your own family because they already know of your calling. I keep getting two females in particular that has got a group of, somebody's 51, somebody's 52. Somebody's name is Vicky. Lisa. Somebody, you don't know who your birth father is. And these people might be really your aunt. Somebody might have raised you as their child. I don't know. It's something weird going on. But for me, I'm not doing any personal questions or anything right now. I will be picking that up very soon. But right now I'm sticking to the collective messages. And we back. That's what my ancestors say. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome. Y'all know that song? Okay. Somebody's coming out of isolation. Somebody is coming out of isolation like a tornado. People wanted to shut you down because they know your strength. People, first of all, they try to say that what you do and what you're saying and you messing with those demonic cards aren't real. While they go to graveyards, a mental asylum on top of that, dig up graveyard dirt and put it on altars and stuff and do rituals trying to conjure up spirits. A big mistake, and I'm going to keep telling y'all about playing with love spells, conjuring up deities that you have no, people are going to this is something in the recent past that people have been doing. They've been going so far to silence you and to try to keep you isolated and by yourself. And look, hidden truth. Let me keep going. They've been going so hard trying to silence you, to cover up their crimes, trying to keep people on their side, because now people starting to pay attention. Like, if you said that person was doing all this stuff to you and now they remove their stuff, they're clearly not in the picture. Why are you still trying to hurt them? Why are you still attacking them? If you got what you wanted, somebody got what they wanted, they still ain't happy. You know why? Because they know that divine feminine was abundance. Divine feminine was the protection of this man. This man had protection because he was connected to his divine feminine. But now that contract is null and void and you're going on a different path, then that protection is gone with you because it was yours. And they have cursed their bloodline. So whatever type of royalty or whatever type of leverage that their own ancestors had, it's no more. And it's not going to be for lifetimes to come, because this man let sex entice him to the point that this woman was controlling him mentally. And every time she sees that this man is getting away from her, she attacks him more and attacks you. When in reality, this man and this love spell that they were trying to put on you to make you feel depressed and tormented about whatever him choosing or whatever the case are, in reality, you don't give a fuck. Like, I'm getting this man drag and try to embarrass you and abuse you mentally, physically, emotionally so bad that you had no choice but to heal, but to turn to God. And that was a way of God bringing you back to him. Not that he wanted that to happen to you. There's also something with your bloodline and lineage where women were being abused and they were accepting it. Women were being cheated on, they were accepting it. Women was put on the sideline, they were accepting it. Abandonment issues, self-love issues, things of that sort. And another thing I need to address, y'all, I got a lot to say, so I'm going to not say it all in this one video, but I got to get some stuff out, If people try to say that reading cards, I told y'all, let me slow down because it's so much. People want to put this, and they want to silence you because they know you know the truth. This lady, confirmation, and this male know the truth. Like, this is your biological cousin or half sibling that is estranged to you, but these people know that, including this karmic masculine. Somebody don't want people to know that they got kids by two biological family members, because they got all these, they try to act like, oh, you were mad, you were salty, you were this, you're that. In reality, everything they said about you was you. This man feels so stupid, he ignored his intuition, and your intuition is the key to keep moving. Somebody ignored their intuition and they took a risk and a leap of faith to do this. They were also in this addiction of tormenting you after y'all break up. This person didn't want you, but they wanted you isolated and single, because they knew that if somebody, once you kept moving on your path and you ran, and this was all right, so a lot of people like to talk about, I know I'm going all over the place, y'all know when I'm channeling, bear with me, okay? This is why I can't stay away from long, but it was very much so necessary. I had to finish up my own cycle. I'm a part of the collective too. And things have gotten so out of hand that God literally is bringing his hammer down, and he is pushing a lot of his chosen seeds that he has kept hidden for a while through like expedited transitions that cannot be stopped. So his plan, not that his plan would never go through, but before before the darkness can try to completely consume you, because you have went through, you're like, these cycles are over for you, but there are people that try to linger and hang on to your energy, and you were still also at the end of your awakening, whether it takes 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 20 years, you know, you're going to be tested on things, because in order to stand up and really be somebody that God is calling to lead people into like healing, and again, he wants people that are most relevant to the world right now, the here and now, you know, the newer age. That's why you see people, a bunch of us that is here channeling, we're more so spiritual than we are religious. We're more so like your everyday neighbor than we are the deacon or the preacher of the church. I'm not saying that we can't be, because there are people that are literally upright in terms of God and their light, and they are preachers. And I hate that preachers and some people that do walk in their path, in their way, are ridiculed, because they have been embedded by so many bots, so many cult leaders, because cult leaders, levers, that word got to sit with me, because when I'm saying levers, I'm saying levers. Also, somebody's been trying to scare you. Somebody's been trying to scare you with like paranormal activity and stuff, but you've been saying this shit since you was a child. You were seeing, like, I'm hearing, I see dead people. You've been seeing stuff like that, and you keeping it internally, and knowing what you know, knowing that it wasn't imaginary, knowing that you really saw what you saw since you was a kid. You're not scared. Like, you're cool with your dark and light. You got ancestors that play on the dark. You got ancestors that's on the light. Your lineage is full of, it's like mixed up. Confirmation. Twice. That you know that you are protected all the way around the board. I was also getting that somebody wanted to entice you and block your intuition. They knew your intuition, and you being able to move with the intuition was going to be the key to you rolling the dice. To be the key to you healing. Be the key to you walking away. I'm going to go back to what I was about to say that my ancestors are reminding me of. What I was going to say is, people like to put this dark narrative on us that have spiritual gifts, us that can connect in different ways. Like, I think, in my opinion, okay, I'm talking from my opinion, you know, I'm channeling, but when I'm not channeling, I'm just giving you a piece of my opinion. I'm going to make sure I'm letting you be completely aware of that. From my experience, learning how to read energy intuitively and going with your gut, and then, or using your cards to really confirm things for you. Somebody's going to jail. 911, there's emergency. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down. 11:44 on the clock, 144. This is for the chosen collective that has made it through their dark night of the soul, their test. I'm getting that it was a test of faith, the test of resilience, a test of believing in you, the test of choosing you, the test of time. Are you going to stick to this path? Are you going to stick to your calling? Are you going to honor, listen, and follow and abide even when things don't seem to be going your way? Somebody, and a lot of us go through a period of lack, and that's where people fall short at, because they feel like they're being punished. But if you are somebody that really went through or is going through, just started going through a spiritual awakening, understand you're going to go through storms. I'm not going to say storms, periods that are meant to strengthen you. And right when you're going through it, it does not always feel like that. You feel like you're being punished. You feel like, did I make the right choice? But it's to build your resilience. Your ego got to go, because a lot of our ego is built on the material things that we obtain. And a lot of times God takes away everything that we're comfortable with, everything that keeps us on our high horse, so you can solely focus on him. Whoever this collective group is, because this is one of the biggest mass awakenings that's going to happen in a long period of time. Y'all know, like Sodom and Gomorrah, Noah's Ark, all those situations that happen, and everybody's like, you know, like, y'all know how a lot of people talk about God's coming back and he's going to do this and that, and they paint it to us like he's going to just end the whole world. If you are familiar with your Bible, and I have to go to the Bible too, because just because we're spiritual does not mean that we don't believe in God. We just believe in more than just God. Like, I believe in ancestors watching over us, aka guardian angels. If you believe in a guardian angel, who is that guardian angel? That guardian angel is a spirit. How can you believe in a guardian angel? I just heard yes. How do you believe in a guardian angel? One of your loved ones looking over you, but you don't believe in ancestors or spirit. Your guardian angel is your ancestor. Hello? People like to limit when it comes to spirit to Holy Ghost and God. They try to embody everybody in one. That's for anybody up to determine and interpret their own way. I'm not here to alter your beliefs. I'm just here to help you open your mind. And it's not always easy, because let me tell you, we all go through a phase where we feel like we're going crazy. You be like, I must go. Until it's too many confirmations, too many things that you experience when you are by yourself and alone, that you cannot deny it. And then your test is to have that confirmation yourself. And you will have confirmations that you cannot deny. And then it's like, now that you know, are you going to stand up, answer your calling, and do what you're supposed to be doing? Are you going to worry about what other people say and stay small and little and not advocate for what you believe in or what you know to be true. And yes, through that process, you're going to lose a lot of people. There's going to be a lot of people that think you're crazy. There's going to be a lot of people that try to blackball you. There's going to be a lot of people that wants to shut you up. But, well, I'm saying when your ancestors was here and coming up and they were like oppressed, because a lot of us are generational curse breakers. Confirmation, they were oppressed. They were oppressed and judged so much that it was literally law that, they could be killed just because somebody accused them. Salem witch trials. And understand that everything has duality. Where there's a light, there's a dark, guys. So y'all already know. Yeah, I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall feel no evil. Now, we hear stuff like that, and we're taught that at such a young age that we just go with what we know. But think about it. Yea, I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. The shadow of death is you fighting your own demons, of your things from your lineage, things from your bloodline, that some things you might not even understand. And another thing we got to get out of, which some of us have a hard time, is like the woe me, why me? Why was I the one chosen to do this? Why was I the one? Because why not you? You're the goat of your bloodline. You're the goat of your lineage. You're the change of your bloodline and lineage. And your ancestors, which is approved by God. Y'all, I'm all about the spiritual law. Is a big thing for me, because that's heavier and deeper than any man-made law. Because when God make a choice and God say something's going to happen, and he send your goons, which is your ancestors. He send his goons, which are the archangels. They're personally God goons. Your ancestors are your goons of your lineage, your bloodline. Ain't no stopping what you can't see, especially for people that don't believe in it. They're the most vulnerable. Let's be honest. And then nowadays, let me go back to topic. Things have changed. Things have changed so much so that people are now waking up and recognizing that all that they've been taught and programmed, all of this stuff is partly the truth. People are learning that a lot of aspects and a lot of things, like even things when it comes to biblical times, and even the things they decide to leave out the Bible, was only so they can harvest and maintain this control. You know why things are changing? Because God said it's time for them to change. You know why the dark or the evil or whatever deities that people were conjuring up was working? Because God was allowing it to work to get his people ready. God wanted to make a situation where that the only way that things would be different, change, shift, was if he was real. Y'all know this happens I'm not going to put a number on it, but every certain amount of years or whatever the case is, he does stuff that people can't deny, that him being real. And then y'all know over the years, us humans or whatever we go through, and the people that experience that once in a lifetime, like, truth of God is here, start dying off, and then our descendants and our generations after us, it wear off after a while, and it has to come back and happen again. People used to make us scared of, when God comes back, he's gonna end the whole world. If that goes back to this thing, y'all know I'm going in circles. This energy pool, I'm gonna close it on basically where we are talking about the spiritual awakening, and then I'll make another message, because I don't want to mess this up, because I think this is something that really helps a lot of us. But every time people talk about how God was like the end of the world, they made you scared of the end of the world, and they say judgment day. People get judged here on earth. You can get judged here on earth. And yes, after death, you get judged again. All judgment does not mean it's the end of your life, but it depends on how you handle the judgment for your deeds, especially if you're somebody that God got faith in. And just because you are chosen, just because you literally do have supernatural spiritual gifts, just because your ancestors anoint you as a leader, does not mean you're not going to pay for the things that you have done. And if you do too much and you sell your soul to the dark side, you don't have that protection anymore. And what happens. That ain't up to God or your ancestors no more. You just sold them out. How you gonna call on the people you sold out? Make it make sense. However, when you're at a point where you do have to go through your karma and stuff, understand that everybody has to pay back karma. Like, just because you're chosen don't mean that you got gold on your butt. You might have favor, but understand with that favor comes immediate karma. And anybody that knows. I know that I watch people get away and see and hear and vision. People get away with so much stuff for so long, and I can do one thing and my ass is grass right tomorrow. So there's a change coming. It's a lot more people now waking up and accepting the fact that God is real. The veil is very thin, if it's there at all. People been having things happen to them that they cannot explain. There's been stuff like even the government-wise that they cannot hide anymore. They can't keep all these people shut up. People that's not even I'm gonna say into all the spirituality stuff, just them talking about experience or something that they seen or was involved in or heard or saw, even young or old, elites. People are talking. and it cannot be denied. And I'm also getting that New World Order. So everybody, which I'm going to close this out with what I was about to start with, and then I'm going to start a new message. So everybody was trying to make us scared of the new world and all this stuff when God come back. In reality, if you know your Bible, I'm going to go back to when God said, when after he flooded the world, remember, if you don't remember his conversation he had with Noah, he promised that Noah's like, next time, can you, was it that one? Or either after Noah's Ark or after the Solomon Gomorrah. He like, I think it was Noah's Ark. So I'm one of them, okay? I'm aware of the Bible stories, but I cannot tell you exactly whatever. But after that one, they asked him, could he not like tarnish the innocent people too? Like, if you're gonna decide to cleanse the world, can we not like kind of do it this way? I'm paraphrasing it in my way. Like, can you not do it this way? Can you not like, harm the people that are innocent? And God said he would not. But the cleansing of the world was gonna, basically he's gonna cleanse the world, but in his way. And now it seems that in his way is a lot different than what people think. I'm really feeling, y'all, I'm getting so many goosebumps. And if you are not into this type of spiritual teachings or learning or growing, then this is not for you. My channel's not going to be for you. And what I'm teaching or speaking is not going to be for you. But if you're open-minded and you want to learn something and you want to reach, go ahead. But this is what I'm getting to give to you. The New World Order. Transformation, elevation, guides, people, judgment, karma, cleansing of the earth is happening. And it started happening slowly. And as y'all can tell from wildfires, all these things happening, changing. Now they want to start showing like forbidden information. Now they're saying, oh, the universe is bigger than what they thought. Now they're saying, oh, it might be other beings and stuff going on. This stuff they already knew. But now it's to a point where they can't hide it because things are changing out of their control. So the only thing they feel like they still can control was us. Us. And now it's getting hard for them to do that. It's getting harder and harder. The next step to that is them trying to use our gifts against us. Make people think, oh, they're just this, that, and the third. I mean, all intuitive people, we all know, the people that are up and upright know that it's coming a time where we're not going to have to prove anything to nobody. The health of this world is going to be resurrected. And nobody's going to be able to stop it but God. And he's the one bringing the health back to the world. I got change and health. It says health issues could arise, but change. And what I'm getting from these two cards is the health of this world is going to change, whether people like it or not. I think we get so big-headed as humans, and I say we because we all are, that we forget that there's somebody that is way more powerful than us, and it always has been. People have been running and ruling things their way for so long that they literally count God out. They think they're so powerful that they get away with stuff just based on because they trick God or whatever the case is. I don't know what they be thinking because I ain't never thought God could be tricked. And I always knew that if you got away with something, he was probably tricking you. But that's where we are at. We have some people that, like I was ready to explain a few things. Whatever part that you've been confused about or that's a confirmation for somebody, do your own research. Don't be jumping in foods and groups and cousins and stuff that you don't know what they're really about. Don't be misled, okay? Do not be misled. Look. Hidden truths in reverse. These truths are not going to keep being hidden. And like I was about to say, your ancestors, especially the generation of curse broken, I'm going to leave it at that. Your ancestors wasn't able to speak up. Your ancestors weren't able to really give the knowledge and stuff that they wanted to because they were being literally executed by law for it. Like I said, like the, god damn. Somebody's been trying to play with people's mental magic, but it's not going to work. We rebuke any type of evil energy and stuff. To go back to sender. People are about to lose their mind left and right. A bunch of elites that's been doing all this weird stuff behind closed door. They about to lose their mind, and we're going to see it publicly. It's going to be some shit happen publicly that people going to be like, oh yeah, they shouldn't have been messing with them. They shouldn't have been messing with this guy. They shouldn't have been messing with them demons. They been messing with them spirits. Look, y'all. And this it says responsibility, duty, feeling burdened, exhausted, struggles, hard work, losing concentration. Look. They know this shit ain't working because there's too many people awakening that's ambitious. There is too many people awakening that seizing the moment, big changes, and determined for the truth to come out. Determined to help people that's been stuck in sorrow. I mean, generations and lineages and bloodlines, like literally generation after generation suffering from the same wounds because they are caught in the matrix. they're caught in so many lies that they're scared to even look outside of religion or the church to figure out the truth. They're scared for people to think they're crazy. And this is going to be a long-term change, which is causing a tower for many folks that's already been dabbling in the dark arts. They don't want people to know what they've really been doing, especially for these family members that are fully aware that you are the chosen one, and they've been they've been playing on your top all this time. We got a Taurus, a Scorpio. Somebody has a Taurus and Mars. Somebody got a Scorpio in their Saturn placement. Somebody's an earth sign. Somebody's a fire sign. I'm talking to you. Confirmation. Go check your birth charts. Nothing is wrong with researching. And if you still don't feel comfortable, then okay, it is what it is. You went and look for yourself and nothing made sense. But if something is calling to you to look a little bit deeper, research some of this stuff. I challenge you to do it. And see what makes sense to you, what resonates to you. It's not a sin to research. It's not a sin to seek things out yourself. Y'all know, big thing in the Bible is God says seek him out. You seek him out. Not always be led to him. You seek him. So I'm gonna close this energy pool, guys, and I'm going to get ready to start another one. Stuff wanted to come out, right, which is gonna resonate also with chosen ones, but I didn't want to tarnish this message and tarnish the things that I was being led to highlight on. Like, what does, when we say the timeline thing, somebody's been confused about that. Like, what do you mean on different timelines? Somebody's been teeter-tottering between religion and spirituality because somebody's family is very, very spiritual. Okay, it's a few people. I'm hearing like three. It's like three couples, three feminines, something like that, that have a big calling on their lives, that have done past their test, and you know who you are. But there's also a whole bulk, and y'all are supposed to be stepping into leadership roles. And then there's a whole bulk of people that are starting to come through this awakening that you will be leading and guiding. But your ancestors have chosen you. And if you are somebody that's on any type of confirmation in this message, then yes, it's for you. Now, the stepmom, aunt, and uncle, and all that stuff, y'all make sure y'all go look at the next video that's going to be after this, and we will get into that. But as I always say, don't forget to pray. Bye, guys.